welcome all three of you.
Thank you very much.
Very quick introduction to our three guests, starting at the end. A question to all of you. I mean, this film was shot largely around Europe, as we'd have seen. But would you, Michael, would you agree that it's a film about America and for Americans?
Are we still in Europe, by the way, right now, where we're sitting?
We are, technically.
Well, I've spent over 25 years pointing out everything that's wrong with the United States. And I not only not have to point it out any longer to my fellow Americans, most Americans, the majority at least, get it. Most Americans by now know that the rich have gotten a lot richer. Everybody else is working harder and longer for less pay, less benefits, not much time off. And so to make another film, and I said this at the end of Capitalism, the Love Story, at the end of my last film, I said, I've said pretty much what I want to say here. I'm not going to keep making these issue films because the issues or what's wrong has at its core an economic system that's unjust, it's unfair, and it's not democratic.
Hello, Michael. I'm Maísa Monção. I'm Brazilian.
While we were here, while we were making the film, here meaning Europe, because I'm still going to refer to the UK as Europe. While we were making this film, though, we thought that Europeans would also love this movie because it's a reminder to you of the good things that you have. And to take a look at yourselves through the outsider's eyes. Yes, I know the problems. Yes, there's a lot of, in all these countries, including yours. But still, you know, you came up with the idea of a national health service. No other country has this. And yeah, okay, so there's some problems. Fix them. Quit whining. Fix them.
Is the question there on the end of the row? Then I'll come over to you there. Thanks.
Hi.
I think especially for Brits, this film can act as a reminder as to why you have done some things that are really good. And we, for the life of us, don't understand why you want to be more like us. And we love ourselves, and we love being Americans. But seriously, you know, we look to you and think, geez, it must be nice to be able to send your kids to school every day and not have to think that they're going to be mowed down in a hail of bullets.
So I don't know if you're aware of Brazil politics right now, but we suffered...
Mosquitoes, that's all we know. I think there's an excellent chance of Donald Trump becoming the next president of the United States. People need to take that very seriously. You know, I said last August he would be the Republican nominee. He knows something. He knows how to manipulate a dumbed-down population whose schools have been wrecked, whose media is just insipid and stupid and doesn't give people the facts about what's going on. So the public is easily manipulated by somebody like him, those who vote for him. He had record turnouts. He has the largest rallies. He supports a 21st century version of fascism, of marrying the state and capital together to benefit the few at the expense of the many, and in the process blame the other. The other is causing your problems. Let's build a wall. Let's ban Muslims. I don't believe the majority of Americans agree with him, but it's going to be about who shows up to vote. That's your problem too.
Of the Foreign Press Association Paris and Documentary Magazine.
He's not as stupid as he looks. You should take it very seriously. He knows the manipulation that's going on here, and the use of propaganda, and the way he's doing it is just brilliant in the sense that he has succeeded and has succeeded. 17 other candidates couldn't find a way to bring him down. 17 others. And now Hillary Clinton is trying to do the same thing, using logic, brains, things like that. It's going to require something else. 125. This is amazing. This distributor here, Dogwoof. We have our criticisms of Barack Obama. He's deported more immigrants than any previous president. He's arrested more whistleblowers than any previous president. He's turned his back on Flint. my hometown, with the water, the crisis there. So many criticisms, but everything they said, it's all true. And history will look back and record that there was a racist party. And this racist party did everything they could to stop him simply because he was black. They had no other reason. That a large percentage of that party didn't even believe he was born in the United States. 19% of Republicans, according to one poll, believe he's the Antichrist. In other words, he's the devil himself. But those are the dying voices. Last September was the first time in the history of the U.S. that the majority of children entering school in kindergarten were not white. That's the new America. And that's why Trump sounds the way he sounds, and his supporters and his rallies look strangely familiar. And they are having a hard time realizing that the end is near for the angry white guy being in charge. And they've had to suffer through 8 years of a black president. As Bill Maher refers to him, the way they look at it, they in their minds, his name is President Blackula. That's well, yeah, it's satire. That's how the Republicans think. They are. This is a racist party, and he won 2 times, and now hopefully we'll have our first female president, and hopefully she will not be to the right of him. Hopefully she will not be a hawk, and we're grateful that we talked about this. The day we went in to vote for him in 2008, each one of us, everybody teared up. We all cried that night when he won. We couldn't believe that in this country, with its history, with its racism, could do this. That we lived to see it. It was an amazing moment, and it's been an amazing time.